Episode 5 begins with a scene from 2014. We learn that he has been discharged from service and no longer performs any operations. He has moved to a quiet place to live with his daughter, Minji. He is moving his belongings into the house, assisted by his friends Jin-chul and Han-soo. Minji is sitting nearby when some neighborhood children approach her and ask if she is new to the area. She confirms that she is. The children invite her to join them at the playground. In the next scene, Kim realizes Minji is missing and searches for her with his two friends. They head to the playground, where the other children are telling Minji they are about to play hide and seek and asking her to go hide. After everyone hides, Minji spots a nearby house and enters one of its rooms. Meanwhile, the three men are still searching for her but cannot find her. His friends suggest she might have gone back home and that they should check there. Kim returns home, but Minji isn't there either. The landlady enters Minji's room, sees that it is empty, and locks the door as she leaves. Minji tries to open the door but fails. She then goes to the window and screams for help. She spots a girl outside and waves to her. We see Kim, who is beginning to fear he won't find his daughter. He takes out his phone to make a call, but just then, Minji calls out, "Dad," and runs to hug him. She tells him what she had been doing. Her father becomes emotional and tells her not to do that again. Kim thanks the girl, who tells him that his daughter is very smart. She knew exactly where his house was. Minji explains the clues she used to identify the location of the house. Let's move to the final scene of episode 4, where Golden Teeth discovers that Minji is alive. He tries to capture her, but she locks herself inside. Golden Teeth attempts to call Sang-man to inform him that she is alive, but fails because Sang-man doesn't answer. His henchmen call him to say they have arrived and ask for the location. The boss had mentioned that Sang-man wasn't responding and told them to go check on the situation. Meanwhile, Kim is beating Sang-man. Sang-man asks, "Who are you?" and questions if Gang Chan sent him. Sang-man insists, "We did exactly what Harry asked. We disposed of the body, and she isn't alive. You'll find her body in the cold storage room." Enraged, Kim warns, "If my daughter is truly dead, mark my words, I won't spare anyone here." Sang-man grabs a wire intending to electrocute Kim, but accidentally shocks himself instead, resulting in his own death. Kim notices Kong-min fleeing the scene. We then shift to the SMD agents, where Mr. Lim talks to Sang-yi, saying his former life, working at a laundry, was better. Sang-yi remarks that Kim was truly happy living as an ordinary person. In a car behind them, Jin-chul confronts the men inside, fights them off, ties them up, and drives away in their vehicle. Finally, we return to Golden Teeth's henchmen. They approach Sang-man and call their boss to report his death, noting that they have no idea who is responsible for it. Golden Teeth suspected that Gang Chan might be behind this, but wondered how he had arrived there so quickly. He then told them to come to him. We see Kong-min, who manages to get a car and tries to flee, but Kim spots him and rams his own vehicle into him. Kim then approaches him. Kong-min starts crying and asks, "Why are you trying to kill me? What did I do wrong? I only did what I was told." Kim replies, "Fine, take me to the cold storage room." In the next scene, we see Han-soo pulling 𝗵𝗄𝗃 out of the water, only to find Jin-chul waiting for them. He asks, "How did you know I'd come here?" Jin-chul replies, "I know everything." Han-soo asks, "What about the assembly employee?" Jin-chul says, "I've taken care of him. Let's go to the port and help Kim." Han-soo notes that they'll need weapons to go there and suggests 𝗵𝗄𝗃 might be able to help, but 𝗵𝗄𝗃 is unconscious. However, they take his wallet. Meanwhile, Golden Teeth's henchmen confront Kim. Kong-min shouts, "Where were you? Kill him quickly." Kim locks Kong-min inside a container and then engages the henchmen in a fight, though the actual combat isn't shown. We shift to the storage room, where Golden Teeth is talking to Minji, trying to strike a deal. He tells her, "I didn't even know you were alive. I just did what I was told. I thought you were dead, which is why I brought you here." Minji retorts, "I know you're lying. The moment I step out, you'll kill me, just like you did to your security guard before throwing him into the water." Golden Teeth says, "Just stay right inside, but you're going to die a horrible death. You have to come out." Gang Chan was also arriving at the port. He knew they would be there in 20 minutes. He instructed his men to take the group there first. We see Kim opening a container and asking Kang Min if they should leave. Just as they are about to go, a guard is suddenly taken down. It turns out to be Gang San. Kim spots him and runs off to hide. Gang San searches for him, but Kim suddenly appears on top of the container. Gang San asks, "Have you found your daughter? You'll never see her again because I'm going to kill her." A fight breaks out between them. Gang San shouts, "I'll kill you. You killed my brother." Kim is confused and asks, "Who are you talking about?" After a moment of thought, he asks, "Are you Gang San? Are you Gong Hu's brother? I didn't kill your brother." He then recalls the past and explains what happened. We see Kim and Gong training with knives while someone watches them. Kim wins the bout. Later, in the evening, they are eating. Kim approaches Gong, hands him some food, and says, "You lose every time. You need to eat more." Gong accepts the food this time. He says, "We were told our mission is tomorrow, and after that, we'll be able to see our families." Kim replies, "I don't have a family. I don't even know what my name is." Gong tells him, "Your last name is Kim. When we were brought here, we were beaten repeatedly. I don't know how I forgot my own name, but I never forgot yours. There's no one left to remember me, so you must always remember me." Kim agrees, "All right, I will." We then see Jaffrey proceeding with the operation, but it turns out to be a trap. A bomb explodes. Gong is on the verge of death. Kim rushes to him, insisting he cannot die and offering to carry him out. However, Gong says his legs are broken and nothing can be done. Outside, soldiers have arrived, killing Kim's men and making their way inside. Kim tells Gong they will die together and prepares to shoot himself, but Gong stops him, saying, "You can't die. You have to find out why we were sent to this hell. Promise me that no matter what happens, you will stay alive, you must live." Soldiers then approach Kim and arrest him. Meanwhile, Minji remembers moments spent with her father and begins to cry. Outside, we see, Golden Teeth, Kangmin approaches him and reveals that Minji's father has come to retrieve her and is killing their men. Just then, the boss notices that Minji has opened the door. He enters with a knife, looking for her. Minji sneaks up behind him, grabs a metal rod, and strikes him on the head. He is knocked unconscious, and Minji flees. Kangmin tries to stop her outside, perhaps intending to tell her that her father is there, but she hits him with the rod as well and runs away. We see Jin Chul and Han Soo in a car heading toward the port, blasting loud music. Han Soo complains that his ears are about to bleed and asks to be let out. Jin Chul complies, telling him, "I'm going shopping, we'll meet at the port." Finally, Gang Xian speaks to Kim, saying, "For a moment, I actually believed you. But you are a traitor." Kim then recounts what happened next. Director Young's soldiers had arrested him. He was held by Young, who asked, "Why don't I just kill you? I think you are truly special. You fought and stood your ground against Jin Chul here, something no one else could do. You are the only one from the north to have achieved such a feat, yet the north abandoned you." Kim asks what he means by abandoned. Young explains that it was all orchestrated by Rang so he could become deputy general. Rang had leaked the information about Kim's presence, which is how they found out. Back in the present, Gang Xian arrives to kill Kim and stabs him in the shoulder. Kim doesn't fight back. Instead, he tells Gang Xian what his brother said before dying: "No matter what happens, you must stay alive." Gang Xian remembers his brother saying those exact words when he was being taken away from the village. Kim then leaves. Minji tries to escape but sees 2 or 3 vehicles approaching. She recognizes the markings on them and knows exactly who they belong to. She decides not to approach them and heads to a different location. Meanwhile, Kim enters the golden storage room, searching for his daughter, only to discover she isn't there. However, he finds a message she left behind: "Father, please forgive me. I am terrified." Realizing his daughter is alive, he rushes outside and calls out her name. He scans the area from atop a container and spots Minji climbing over a wall to escape. He shouts for her, but she cannot hear his voice. Later, Kim runs towards that location. Nam and his men arrive where Sang Man is, only to discover he is dead. Agents approach Gook Chul and ask if he is all right. Gook Chul replies, "What could happen to me? What about Kim?" They tell him Kim has fled to the port. He asks about Jin Chul, assuming he has been arrested, but learns that he, too, has escaped. he shouts at them, insisting they must catch them no matter what. Sang mentions that his wallet was left behind. He checks it to find no money, then receives a notification revealing that a massive shopping spree has been charged to his card. We then see Jin Chul loading his car with supplies. He calls Han Soo, saying, "I'm heading to the port, meet me there." Han Soo approaches a woman, wanting to buy a scooter to get to the port, and hands her the money. She looks at his outfit and asks, "Are you going to wear that?" She helps him change, and he rides off on the scooter. Kong Min approaches his boss and asks if she is okay, but Nam suddenly arrives and starts attacking them. He demands to know from Golden Teeth where the girl's body is. Golden Teeth asks, "What body? The girl isn't here, she's alive." Nam orders his men to find her at any cost, though he first tortures Golden Teeth to extract information. He tells one of his men to keep a close watch so the prisoner doesn't escape. Golden Teeth manages to pull out a knife, kill the guard, and flee. Meanwhile, Minji hitches a ride, and a car stops for her. We see Kim out on the road, but he fails to find Minji. Later, he calls Sang-yi, shares his location, and says, "I saw Minji right here. Please check and let me know where she is, I will surrender myself later." Sang-yi and Mr. Lim relay this information to 𝗍𝗃, who questions whether they can really trust him. However, the employees insist that Kim is a good person and will keep his word, noting that he has always been wherever his daughter was. 𝗍𝗃 concludes that since his daughter is his weakness, they must kidnap her to force him to come to them. Subsequently, the employees set out to locate Min-ji and identify the vehicle that gave her a ride. We see Min-ji inside that very vehicle, but it is soon revealed that the car belongs to Gang-chan, who has rendered her unconscious. Smiling, he tells his employee, "My 𝗖𝗿𝗲𝗱𝗏 is very lucky." With this, the 5th episode comes to an end. Alright guys, we'll meet again in episode 6, bye for now.